Shaan Rais, and I wanted to talk to you for a moment about being branded like a leader. Being branded like a leader. What does that mean? What does it really mean to be branded like a leader? There are brands, and then there are brands that brand like a leader. So I wanted to walk you through exactly what it entails, and I hope you can bear with me. I hope you can bear with the connotation, the animation, the presentation that I've put together for you guys today. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then we have a 7th. So it's a 7-step process, the 7-step process to being branded like a leader. The first one is the 5 W's. So I'm going to show you who, what, where, when, and then ultimately why. Who you are, what you do, who you do it for at the same time, when you do it, where they are, and then why do you do it. So who, what, when, where, and why. You're going to start off with the foundation. That's the 5 W's. Then you're going to graduate to the 10 PD framework. So you're going to actually write your book. You're going to have your book done within 30 days. That's going to change your brain. That's going to change your perception in the marketplace, because very few people actually take the time to position themselves and their brand as an authority. That's what the book is going to do. It's going to position you differently, immediately. So we've got the 5 W's, we've got the 10 PD framework, and then we've got the 3. So I'm going to show you how to use the 1 framework. But it's WON. You're going to put the world on notice. You're going to put the world on notice as to who you are and who you serve and what you came for. You're going to let the world know, beyond a shadow of a doubt, that you are here and you are here to win with the 1 framework. Then we're going to graduate from there into, now this is very important. This is a very important piece. SMB. What does that stand for, Shaan? Spirit, mind, and body. You're going to be wildly successful if you follow this framework. You're going to be wildly successful, but many people look for success on the outside of themselves. They don't look for success on the inside. They forget about that. They compromise their internal health, their intrinsic spirit, body, and mind based on external things. So then when they make the money, they got to give it right back to the doctor, right? Or they lose their emotional intelligence. They lose their emotional health, or they compromise relationships by looking for the bag. This is backwards, guys. So before we jump into the next piece, because this is the takeoff, consider this the takeoff of a plane. Before we do that, before we get into the atmosphere where you can take off your seatbelt and walk around, we're going to make sure that your spirit, your mind, and your body are completely correct. And then we're going to move forward. How do we move forward, and what do we move forward into? I want you to reimagine. So you're going to change your attire to match your desire. This is one of the most important keys to success for where you want to go. Where you want to go means everything. They're looking for you. They have a throne waiting for you. They have a seat waiting for you, but you can't get there as who you are now. You're going to have to change some things. What are your MVPs, your morals, values, and principles? So I value time. That's why you always see the watch. I value family. That's why you always see the wedding ring. What are your morals, values, and principles? And we're going to walk them through the re-imaging process, where you change your attire to match your desire. Once you do that, it's iOS time. iOS time. We're going to go through the implementation of systems so you free yourself and don't build a prison for yourself within the walls and the confines of the service industry. It can be very contrived. It can be very constrained, where you're servicing people and you're servicing a high level of clients, but the time that it takes to service these individuals compromises your freedom, your time freedom. So sometimes people leave a job or think they're leaving a job, create a business, and they create a worse job. They create a worse job. They create a job where they now have absolutely no time, and they will realize that they were actually better off in someone else's system. So we're going to create an implementation of systems process for you so that it becomes automated. It becomes like clockwork, and you don't have to actually sit inside or be confined inside of your business, but you can go from inside to on. So you go from in to on top of your business. And then number 7. Number 7 is indoc. You're going to indoctrinate the world based on your brand. You're going to indoctrinate your field, your ideal client, your most valuable person, your ideal client. Through this process, through the 5 W's, through the 10 PD framework, through the 1, through the SMB, you are going to be constructing your brand identity. You're going to be constructing your brand identity, and then through the re-imaging, through the iOS process, and then the indoc, what you're doing is you're branding like a leader. So you're going from brand identity to brand implementation, brand awareness, putting the world on notice as to the fact that you have now been branded like a leader. After that, there's nothing but results. Nothing but results. When you do this correctly, when you let me walk you through this framework, on the other end of it is milk and honey.